What's up, y'all? It is week 11 of The Artist Way. I'm about done. So, this week was recovering a sense of autonomy. And one of the things that really stuck out was looking at ways in which success must be handled in order that we not sabotage our freedom. And so, I really was in a deep state of reflection this week. I was in a deep state of reflection of my friends, of my surroundings. I'm preparing to move to Costa Rica, and it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into that. And I also just lost a friend with someone that I thought was my friend, that I had considered a friend. But I don't believe that you lose friends. So I believe that if someone deliberately, you know, treats you bad, shuts you out, and does things that no friend would ever do, then they were never your friend. I have really good friends. And, so I just sat with the fact that, man, like, I never knew that person. I didn't know that person like I thought I did. And looking at my friends and how beautiful my friends are. I have friends from all walks of life, from back, like my childhood friend I don't have anymore, but from like 16, I still got friends from when I was 16. And yeah, and my new friends really speak to me. Like, I have friends from the Navy, friends from school, friends from my first job, friends from the Navy, friends from this being that I am now, this full being of knowing myself better than I've ever known myself. And it just really made me appreciate the people who are around me, who are beautiful, who are loving, who give that reciprocity of friendship and true friendship, true companionship, and unconditional love. If it's conditional, I don't want it. Okay. So we talked about success. And one of my dreams, I had very vivid dreams this week. One of my dreams was an evading capture type dream. Now, when I was in the military, it was me escaping capture. And then different circumstances will kind of bring this same type of like running and, trying to avoid capture or trying to get out of captivity. It's always a reflection of what I'm going through. And when we were talking about success, I do have to release that fear of success. And also that she was saying to approach everything new, with freedom of exploration, just doing things. Everything don't need to be perfect. And also, one of the tasks was to look at how we are improving following this. How are we going to continue to expand on our growth within the next 6 months? And so that was kind of what I was really thinking about. And I'm going to tie it all back into the dream. I'm going to get back to it. But I've just started doing this artist development, and it's been so good, like so good. And I'm only in week 2. This will be the 3rd week today or tomorrow. And it's been really beautiful. So I'm really excited to finish that. It's also putting me in the room with people who have done really great things and have worked with very well-known people. And that fear of success taking my freedom is something that I have to release. And I have to know that I am worthy. Losing this friend also made me realize parts of where I act with less worth than what I actually have. Ways that I give to people who never really deserved it. Ways that I am just given such unconditional love. And I love being a person of love. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is important to be conscious. It's important to be conscious of who you're giving that to. But in these rooms with these powerful people, and then in my dream, it was like I was running away and I was trying to avoid being captured. Somebody had lied on me, and the feds was after me, y'all. They were trying to come lock me up. And the person who lied on me was a blonde-haired white woman. And I think that's a metaphor. I haven't really deciphered that yet. I don't really know what exactly is the metaphor for. So, yes. But I was still able to sleep in my room that night and look at the stars and gaze and think. Even though I was avoiding capture. Normally I'm sleeping somewhere different. I'm, hiding out, but I was able to sleep in the comfort of my room in my dream. And I was just looking at the stars and really just thinking about my life and thinking about everything and thinking about the person who betrayed me. Because earlier that day I was like, why? Why would you lie on me? Like, this is my life. And I also feel like success and being in rooms with such powerful people, powerful within the sense of like this society's, view of power, to me always made me vulnerable. It was never something that I coveted or wanted. I've always just wanted my people, and I found my people. And how do I stay true to myself while still creating this music and stepping into the full power of who I am without separating parts of myself, without feeling like I need to hide parts of myself? And also speaking up against perversion. And I just don't want to. And I feel like being in those rooms, it just puts you in rooms that bring jealousy, that bring perversion, that bring a lot of things that I just want to be the furthest away from. I literally want my cob home and in the jungle with the smell of the ocean and growing my own food and building my family. That's what I want. And my music, I want to always create because I am a creator. So now knowing that is a life that I really want. And I'm not chasing going on tours. I'm not chasing anything. I just want to create beautiful music that people can listen to, that can help people, music that helps me, music that I want to listen to when I feel like I need to be uplifted, because I do have those times. So really, especially coming to the end of The Artist Way, I've really been looking at my growth, and I still have to find my other notebook to really go back and read the rest of my morning pages like I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, really just looking at how I want to continue this growth, the things that I'm doing that are continuing this growth for me. And I do know that with money and power does come a certain level of freedom, because when you have money and all of that, you are able to buy an already made home or something, or you're able to build your dream home because you got the money to do it. And also looking at how much I really don't value money. I value the lifestyle. I value the things that I want, the way that I want to care for the earth, care for my husband, care for my children. Those are things that I value. Care for my friends and my family, and yeah. It's been a lot of reflection this week, and I had a lot of dreams. That was just one of them. I had so many vivid dreams, and they were so, so good. Each one taught me something. When I was in the middle of losing a friend, or when I realized that I needed to just release him without being able to get closure. He didn't allow me any closure, and we've been in each other's lives for almost a decade. And I've never had somebody treat me like that. It is absolutely insane to me that I considered him to be my friend. But I was not allowed any closure. And even a conversation, I wasn't allowed that at all. And so I had to find a way to make myself at peace with never being able to speak my piece, because I couldn't hold it in anymore, hoping that he would give me the chance to at least come to a common ground of like a friendship. Like, I've never had a friend that just completely was like, no, I'm taking away your phone privileges. Like, what? And you can't talk to me, but come do this. What? insanity. I don't even know. I don't want to get into it because I've released it, and I I never knew that person. I never knew that person. Is the only thing that I can. That's the reality. I never knew them. The way that I thought that I knew them, who I thought that they were, is not who they actually are. And so, oh, I had another dream that was just like, get these imposters out your house, was basically the message. Don't keep these imposters in your house. So I'm getting these imposters out of my house. Okay, I'm clearing these slates. So yeah, I don't have room for fake friends, for fake people, for people who are just. I've had avoidant friends, but they're aware that they're avoidant, and I think that self awareness. But you don't always know people the way you think that you know them, and sometimes that's a hard lesson to learn. But new thoughts about I'm planning my move to Costa Rica, so I'm really excited about that. Um, and I also re-examined my God concept because I had a talk with one of the mentors in the artist development that I'm doing right now, and he's a Christian, and he actually went and studied a Hebrew Bible. So me and him were able to have a really good conversation. I was really proud of how clear I was able to communicate with him, how long we were able to talk, and how I was able to respect his faith. I don't feel like Christians respect other people's faiths. And by the end of our conversation, that still held true, even though he wasn't like a brainwashed Christian. He actually studies. And so I think that's why it was easier for us to have a conversation, because he wasn't just a brainwashed one. He actually studied. And it was a really good conversation. But I did find myself being drained. Ooh, drowned. But so one of the tasks was to reevaluate your God concept. And I am so at peace with this newfound knowledge of who I am, what I'm able to channel and able to know. And it's just really beautiful to see that the cult that I was raised in did not ruin my love for humanity, for people, and my openness for people of other faiths. And, to me, as long as you can respect me and my faith, I respect you and your faith, because we all have our thing that help us. And I'm not going to tell you that what you believe is wrong, because I know what I know. And I went from the cult to Christianity to non-denominational Christian, and nobody was able to help me with my gifts. Nobody was able to help me expand my gifts. And I had so much knowledge come in that was channeled and given to me. And a lot of things aren't necessarily respected in the types of religions that feel like they need to document everything. I really, truly hold value and sacredness to the people who will not give you the knowledge unless you earn it through apprenticeship, through studying with someone. I hold sacred the things that will never be written down because they can't be stolen. And I'm so grateful to be trusted with things that will never be written down, things that are held sacred, and to be so blessed with just knowledge that I am able to channel, I'm able to feel, I'm able to allow to move through me. And it's just so beautiful. And that conversation was a reaffirmation that I am on the right path, and that this liberation that I have found is going to liberate so many people. And I'm so grateful to be someone who can do this, to have this path. And I guess I'm just going to be crying in all of these now, because these are tears of joy. That was another thing that was in the readings too. Like, oh my God, what did it say? I highlighted it. When I feel that singing feeling with a man and know that I have also felt it in the field of grass and in the field of snow, then I know that it is really my own capacity to feel that I am celebrating. And I am celebrating this capacity to feel and to love and to just be and to listen. Because I have been so blessed for listening. Oh, this is about to be a long video. When I was in Thailand, right before leaving, I think it was the night before we were leaving, I went to a Muay Thai fight. And before going there, I went to an Indian restaurant. And the owner of the restaurant looked like he was everybody's guru. And so before I left, he asked me, what did I do? And so I told him I'm a yoga instructor and I do sound healing. And his helper, his right-hand man, pulled out a chair as soon as I said that. And then he was like, come sit down. And he told me a story about Swami Shivananda. I couldn't understand why he was telling me this story, but I was just listening. And he was talking about how when Swami Shivananda was going to, oh my God, Vedas was coming up. I don't think it's the Vedas. It's not the Vedas. It's when he was going to the gods. And he was going to the gurus who had the close connections to the gods. He was telling me about how his mother was asking him to go and to ask for certain things. But when he went, he didn't go and ask what his mother wanted him to do. It's not because he didn't love his mother, but because he knew that he had a deeper purpose. And now in this reflection, because the other day we also had my family lake day and it was such a good vibe, but I realized a lot of people are not going to understand your journey. People are not going to know why the things you do, the things that you do. They're going to ask you to do things that are not supposed to be a part of your journey. You have to stay true to your journey. The punishment for not listening is so much more severe than people pleasing, than not wanting to disappoint someone, than feeling a sense of obligation instead of a sense of love. I do everything out of love. If I can't do it out of love, I'm not doing it. And my siblings don't understand that. It's not their job to understand. It's my job to understand, because I'm the only one who has lived this experience. I'm the only one who has. I'm the only me. And this journey has been given to me. This journey is mine. And I know the sacredness of it. I can't allow myself to be weighed down by the opinions of others. I can't allow myself to feel bad, or I can't allow other people to place obligations on me. I don't blame anybody for my life. I don't blame anybody for the things that have happened to me. The people who did things to me, they are responsible. But I don't blame anybody. I used to blame myself. I don't blame myself anymore. I see my journey. I see my path. And I take things for what they are. And I allow myself to feel the emotions that come with that, because I am human. There's a lot that I will never understand, because I'm so full of love. I cannot understand how someone could treat me the different ways that people have treated me. That's not my job to understand. It's my job to look at what I am a vibrational match to and where I am in my journey and what it looks like for me to be my highest true self and my highest vibration. That is my job. And it's so, oh my goodness, like everything comes together the way that it's supposed to. And people being nasty to me normally leads me to an epiphany. It leads me to an answer. And when it all comes together, people be so mad. And they're going to be mad because they're blaming other people. You can't blame other people. I was watching Erin Lyons the other day. She was talking about like the difference between attracting and repelling. When you are constantly blaming someone else and it causes you to be nasty to somebody else, you're repelling the blessings that could be pouring into your life. So I stay full of love. And even when people don't deserve it, I know what my journey is. I know what I'm here to do. So take it. Go right ahead. I'm abundant. I'm so abundant. And I'm blessed. Everything always ends up coming back as a blessing because of how I've been able to transmute these things. I have transmuted so much. And this album is about to be so fire. Everything had to happen the way that it happened. Everything had to happen the way it happened. Because this album is going to change lives. It's changing my life. What more can I ask for? I mean, I can ask for a lot because the universe is abundant, so I can ask for anything I want to ask for. But I'm just grateful. So much beauty. So yeah, don't let nobody else try to place blame on you. Don't internalize that. All of what people do says much more about them than it says about you. So let people say what they want to say. Let them feel what they want to feel. Check in with yourself and your integrity. Okay? It's week 12, y'all. Oh my God, I'm done. This is the final week. So this is recovering a sense of faith. In this final week, we acknowledge the inherently mysterious spiritual heart of creativity. We address the fact that creativity requires receptivity and profound trust. Capacities we have developed through our work in this course. Period. We set our creative aims and take a special look at last-minute sabotage. We renew our commitment to the use of the tools. So I'm excited. It's the last week and I've done a really great job. And I have to get me a whole brand new notebook because I'm out. Again, this is my third notebook. But I plan on writing. I want to continue writing even after this. It's been great. And it's helped me to find so much peace within my body, especially when I haven't been able to express outwardly. So I'm grateful and I'm ready. So let's go.